Sarah, congrats on getting married! I can't believe my childhood best friend is getting married. I'm almost as happy as if I were the one getting married. I hope you have a happy marriage.
I'm happy to hear that from you, Mary. Thanks for making time for me today.
Miles seems like a good guy. You're lucky that you get to marry such a wonderful person.
Yeah, you're right. It almost scares me how perfect he is. I should really be grateful for being so blessed.
Well, it might be true that he only shows his perfect side to you. He even told me that himself.
Huh? What is this about?
Oops. This was supposed to be a secret. Sorry, it's nothing. Don't worry about what I said.
You talked to Miles in secret?
Don't worry about it. I'm looking forward to the wedding ceremony.
But I'm kind of curious about what's going on. Why won't you tell me? Anyways, I'm really nervous about the ceremony. I need to lose weight.
I'll be giving speech, right? Since I am your bestest best friend after all.
Oh, yeah! I was planning on asking you. Is that okay? I know that you might be busy with work, but I would love for you to give a speech as you're my best friend.
Of course! I'll celebrate your wedding as if it were my own. I'm looking forward to giving a speech too.
I didn't expect you to be so thrilled about it. Thanks again for everything.
Okay, so I'll have a meeting with Miles about the speech. Leave it to us.
What? Why do you have to write the speech with Miles? Did you guys exchange numbers?
Yes, we did. That's okay, right? I'm single now anyways.
The fact that you're single shouldn't matter in this situation. I don't mind that you two exchange contacts, but I wish that you had asked me first. You guys secretly exchanging numbers behind my back just doesn't sit right with me.
Oh, really? Don't you think you're looking into things too much?
Maybe I am. Sorry. I'll try to forget about it. But why do you have to meet with him to plan the speech?
I thought that it might be hard to write the speech without consulting with him first. But don't worry. I'll make sure that you get to listen to a lovely speech on your wedding day. Miles and I will work hard on it. This is our first time working together on something.
Hold on, Mary. Aren't you acting a little strange? Shouldn't working together on something for the wedding be done by the bride and groom? It sounds weird when you put things that way.
Well, I guess you're right. Sorry. I'm just in a good mood since meeting such a hot, smart guy.
Huh? I'm glad that you're in a good mood, but keep in mind that's my fiancé. You understand that, right? You said you wouldn't do the kind of stuff you did before.
I said I'll never do that ever again, so don't worry. You know that was back in high school anyways, right? Just forget about it since that happened so long ago.
Even if it was a long time ago, and even though I've forgiven you, I will never be able to forget what happened, since you stole my boyfriend.
I said don't worry about it. You worry too much.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I worry too much. Okay, see you later. Thanks for helping me with the ceremony. You're coming over today, right?
Something came up today, so I don't think I can make it.
Again? That's been happening a lot lately. Are you busy with work, or are you spending time with friends?
There are a lot of friends that I want to see before we get married.
Why? Can't you just see them after we get married?
I'm worrying about things too, you know? I know that I have to get things together since we're getting married. I have to be good for you. Sometimes I feel pressure too, you know?
Huh? Pressure? You shouldn't have to worry about that. You're already perfect. Even if you weren't perfect, I'd still love you.
About that.
What? What are you trying to say?
Never mind.
I haven't received any messages from Mary lately. Do you know anything? She said she would consult you about the speech she's giving.
Yeah, she's been coming to me for advice.
She has? So that means you've been in contact with her.
Yeah, basically.
What do you mean? You're being so vague.
Really? Okay, gotta go now.
If you get a message from Mary, can you let me know? Also, it'd be great if you could tell her to text me.
Okay, I'll let her know. We're meeting now.
Huh? What?
See ya.
Hold on, why? You respect her commitments more than mine. What's that about?
I'm gonna have to cancel on you today.
Huh? What are you saying?
I know that you trusted me with the speech, but sorry, I can't make it. As your best friend from preschool, I really was rooting for you. And your amazing partner.
Today's the wedding ceremony. What do you mean you're canceling? Why can't you make it?
I don't know if it's that I can't go, but more like the ceremony will be canceled.
Huh?
You still haven't gotten any texts from Miles?
Hold on a second. I got a message, but what's going on? He said he's going on vacation with you? Are you seriously thinking about running away together? This has got to be a joke. Is this some sort of a prank?
I wish it was.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm sorry, but it seems as though Miles has fallen in love with me. And I love him too. He told me he can't marry you anymore. I met with him to talk about the speech, but we accidentally fell in love. We can't help but be attracted to each other. Maybe you weren't good enough for him.
Do you hear yourself? What you're doing is despicable. You should rethink what you've done while you still can.
There's nothing I can do about accidentally falling in love. Even though he's my best friend's boyfriend, I think he likes me more now. So you might as well just give up.
The fact that you don't even feel guilty shows how low of a woman you are.
While talking to him about the speech, we accidentally had an affair. Don't come looking for us.
What the heck are you talking about?
I'm sorry for backstabbing you, but we're running away for love. So don't get in between us, okay?
The fact that you guys try to run away on the wedding day is the stupidest idea I've ever heard. I won't say anything bad about you. Just come back now, okay? I shouldn't forgive you for this. And we should really discuss this seriously in person. But since my parents are involved today, can't you just come back already?
Bye, see ya. Oh, thank you again, Sarah, for introducing me to Miles. Thank you so much.
You're so messed up for this. Are you even listening? I heard that you got arrested. You probably shouldn't have done this, you know?
How are you able to find us so quickly? It's not possible. Our plan to run away is ruined.
Did you forget that we were childhood friends? And that most of my relatives are cops? They were able to track you down. You could have probably predicted this outcome if you had thought this through.
Oh, yeah. But why didn't you just let us go? Why couldn't you just let us be happy? If you were really my best friend, shouldn't you wish the best for me?
I could say the same for you.
How come?
Miles was originally my fiancé. In high school, when you stole my boyfriend, you said that you would never do that again. When I announced my wedding plans, I even reminded you of this. But you never learned, so you got close to him. Well, the fact that Miles fell for you is on him. I can't argue with the fact that we won't be getting married now.
So why then? Why did you bring us back?
You still don't understand, do you?
What?
Your parents and Miles' parents were sobbing, begging for forgiveness. And yet you still have the audacity to act in such a way with no morals at all.
I get that they were crying, but...
And now all of Miles' co-workers know. Now he can't work at the company anymore.
I know that. He was planning on quitting and going on vacation with me anyways. He's been saving up money so we could get by easily for a few months.
A few months? Then what's your plan for your life after that? You think that taking away Miles' career was the right decision?
If it's for love, then why not? We'll figure out his job and career later.
You're not a child anymore, so don't think that's a valid excuse. Even though you took him away from me, you could have done it so in a better way. Especially since you made a mess of our wedding ceremony that cost us a lot of money. Your thoughtlessness is what got us into this mess.
You got your fiancé stolen, so now you're being mean.
I was actually trying to give you some advice. You've seriously annoyed all the people that were planning to attend the wedding ceremony. I just thought I would try to understand your unhinged actions, considering the fact that you were my best friend. But from now on, I'd rather just get revenge.
Huh? About what?
I will make sure that you pay for the damages.
What damages? Why?
We didn't end up getting married. But we were engaged, we lived together. And the wedding was cancelled on the day. Isn't it expected that I should be reimbursed by you two for the damages you've caused?
Yeah, that makes sense, but I don't have enough money for all that.
It's a waste of time if you try to get your family to pay. since my parents and yours have been talking. They're planning on disowning you. Same with Miles' parents.
They seriously said that.
That's why you guys can't depend on anyone. Miles has already lost his job, and all his savings will be returned to me to pay for the damages. But feel free to run away in love.
However, I will be compensated first. That's so cruel of you. My savings are practically non-existent. How do you expect me to pay for everything? Why did we even try to run away?
So you're just now realizing that the compensation fees are pretty hefty, huh? You should have just acted like an adult and talked to me. We could have canceled the wedding beforehand. After having discussed things as adults, then you two could have been together. Wouldn't that have been easier?
But nothing can be changed even if you tell me that now. Why didn't you tell me this before? Then I could have thought things through.
Was I supposed to predict that my best friend would steal my fiancé from me? To be honest, I did think things were off. But since we're adults now, I didn't think you would go that far. This is just the result of what you've done. You two aren't even adults. You're a couple of terrible people.
You don't have to go there.
You guys will lose your earnings and savings. So I hope that you can work hard in your new life together.
Sarah, wait. Don't you think you're being too harsh? How do you think we can start a new life like this?
Who cares? You're the one who chose this path for yourself. Trying to run away again will just waste your time. My family will be able to track you down in an instant. Bye. Don't forget to pay for the damages. You can't run, so you better face the consequences. In the end, Sarah cut off ties with Mary. Mary and Miles were abandoned by their parents, were kicked out of their homes, and had to pay for the damages. Miles had sent an email to his company saying that he would quit. So even if he was willing to swallow his pride, he wouldn't be able to go back. He lost all his earnings, and his earnings all went to paying for the damages. Mary and Miles started their poor life together. They thought they had found love, but with a difficult life financially, they couldn't handle all the fighting, so they broke things off. Once they knew this is what was coming for them, they regretted ever trying to mess around and run away together. Unfortunately, this is the result of their foolish actions.
Emma, I hear you make a lot of money. Is that true?
What are you talking about all of a sudden?
You're a general practitioner in this town, aren't you? I didn't know you were making that kind of money. GPs make a lot of money, don't they?
It's not all about making money. Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Lorraine, wasn't your husband a doctor too? Your husband seems to be home a lot these days, but what's going on?
My husband is preparing to open his own clinic right now.
Is that so?
It would be useless to keep working as an employed doctor for the rest of your life, wouldn't it? So we were thinking about starting our own clinic.
Yes, that's right. I think it would be easy for an internal medicine doctor to open a clinic. You might want to pick a good place, though.
We decided on the location today. It will be next to your clinic.
What? Next to my clinic? Why? You don't have to build one next to me.
I heard you're making a lot of money. So I went to see what kind of clinic it was. Then I was surprised. It was a very old clinic. How can you call yourself a medical practitioner with that?
Sure, my equipment is old. As it has been around for a long time, I call myself a general practitioner because I am. What's wrong with that?
Well, if such a rundown clinic can make so much money, if we build a proper clinic next door, it's so obvious which one the patients will come to. So we decided to build next to yours.
Are you trying to take away my patients?
That's right. And who knows how much more money my husband will make. Soon your clinic will come to an end.
Wait a minute. What is the need? Why don't we each do our own thing? And that way more people can be helped. Why do you bother trying to compete with me?
To be honest, Emma, it disgusts me that you're making that much money. Are you trying to hog all of money for yourself?
I have no idea why you're trying to compete with me. Anyway, what I'm telling you is for your own good. I think you should reconsider the location. To build next door just to compete with my clinic is ridiculous.
You are afraid that my husband will take your customers, aren't you? I will destroy your clinic. Just wait and see.
You say customers. Do you mean my patients? I don't care if you guys take them or not. I am merely advising you. I'm telling you for your own good. So let's talk to each other properly and rationally.
Lorraine is really building their clinic. What a shock, isn't it? You guys are friends. I can't believe they're going through all this trouble to build next to yours.
I was shocked too. My patients were shocked as well. How strange. People do strange things. And she made fun of our equipment.
Even if the equipment is good, patients will not come if the doctors are not good. Lorraine's husband has fired for making a medical error.
What? What are you talking about?
Huh? You didn't know?
I've never really gotten involved in that kind of stuff.
Maybe that's a good thing. I get tired of hearing it all. Her husband left his job to open his own business. And Lorraine is telling everyone, right? But that's not really the case.
What's that? Who told you that?
I knew someone from the hospital where her husband used to work, and I heard about it. Her husband, it seems, was about to be sued for medical malpractice. It sounds like he was forced to quit because of it. It's scary that someone like that would open his own clinic.
I never heard about that. People might already know about that. I know it's a little late, but I think I'll at least give her a heads up, just in case.
Why would you do that for a woman who would declare war like that?
Yes, but I feel sorry for the patients over there. I'll just talk to her. I don't want her to do anything weird. Lorraine, it's about your clinic. I don't think you can stop construction now, so I won't stop you. Would you please tell your husband? Not about taking away my patients or anything like that, but he should genuinely make an effort to help his patients.
My clinic will take all your patients.
That's not what I'm talking about. Clinics are not like restaurants or something, okay? Patients are not customers.
To me, they're the same thing. It just so happens that my husband is a doctor, so I'm making the most of it. What's wrong with making money? My husband is going to do that too.
Huh? Your husband too? What do you mean? Do you mean to start a clinic to make money? I already know he was fired for medical malpractice.
So what? He was forced to work for a low salary, so if he made mistakes, so be it. My husband is happy that from now on, we can charge as much as we want.
That's how you really feel, huh? There's nothing more I can say to you. You can do whatever you want, but I assure you that you guys will never make it work.
Speak for yourself. We're building a clinic 3 times as big as the one next to yours. You've only made money because there's been no competition. So it's over for you.
Looking forward to it.
Your rundown clinic should go out of business.
Well, good luck with that.
It's been open for a month. Why don't people come to our clinic at all? It's such a nice facility and building. Why are there always patients in your shabby clinic?
Well, that's no surprise.
What? Why? I could never have predicted that at all.
My clinic is an old building, but it is well equipped. Maybe you thought I was the only one seeing patients in my clinic. There are other doctors. They are also very good and many patients like them. How about you?
What? What are you trying to say?
Let me be clear. Rumor has it that your husband's clinic is nothing but a scam.
Huh? Are you saying my husband isn't a doctor? He's been a doctor for years.
His medical examinations are improper. You diagnose and describe drugs without even examining the patient properly. I heard that people make appointments at your clinic and everyone goes home angry because they were fooled.
Really? I didn't know that. That's it?
That's it? Are you kidding me? People who come to the clinic are sick in some way, right? They need to be properly diagnosed. If you lose credibility because of that, patients will not come back. Did you open a clinic without knowing that?
What? My husband is a doctor. The patient gets to talk to the doctor, and that's good enough for them, right?
Also, it sounds like you guys are charging exorbitant amounts. That's not good, and you'll get sued.
Why not? It's your clinic. You're free to do what you want.
That's not true. Is there someone in your clinic with any knowledge? Why don't you at least study properly and try again?
We don't have time for that. His savings from his previous job weren't enough at all. We went into considerable debt to build this clinic. It's 3 times bigger than your clinic. Why doesn't our clinic get any patients?
I think I've explained this many times before. Also, at the hospital where he used to work, he was only an intern, right? With your husband's knowledge, isn't it impossible in the first place?
I beg your pardon. My husband studied for 10 years, remember? But it left him with student loans to pay off. I married a doctor, but I am not wealthy at all. And he suddenly quit his job and lost his income. And here, I thought I was finally going to be wealthy.
You failed because you opened a clinic with that kind of mentality. People don't want to be treated by someone like your husband. Why would they go to yours when there's my reputable clinic already here? A month in from opening, and already everyone knows your clinic is a mess. I think it's only a matter of time before it goes under at this rate.
If our clinic goes under, how will we pay back our debt? We can't do this.
Also, I heard he hasn't properly apologized to his former patients.
Huh? What are you talking about?
He had a few cases, didn't he? Maybe he should have reflected on that. Yet he is opening his own clinic and trying to make money. It's beyond stupid.
You don't have to say that much. Even I didn't think that far ahead. I didn't know he got in trouble. And to be honest, I wasn't interested.
That's right, Lorraine. The only thing you're interested in is money. Too bad you guys went through the trouble of building next to me. I feel sorry for you and your kids. Maybe you should start thinking about what happens after you go under.
Are you kidding me? Are you sure it's going under? Hey, please, Emma. We're friends, right?
I thought of you as my friend, so I gave you a lot of advice. People around me looked at you guys coldly. I wanted to offer a helping hand.
Then you could have helped me. Share your patience with us.
Patients are human beings. Can't you see that it's not about sharing or anything like that? Even if I wanted to help you, your way of thinking is all wrong. I knew it was a waste of time trying to help. Your husband may not be able to call himself a doctor anymore in the future. Maybe it's for the better. Doctors who are only in it for the money and have no desire to save lives should not be doctors. I think you should give up now too, before it's too late. As Emma expected, Lorraine's husband got sued by some of his former patients for medical malpractice. He eventually had his medical license revoked. Their newly opened clinic was also quickly put up for sale. Her husband became unemployed. He became depressed, divorced, and went back to his parents' house. Lorraine believed she would marry a doctor and have a secure life. It seems to have been a completely different life. She still doesn't seem to realize what went wrong, but it seems unlikely that she will ever be able to return to a normal life.